Hello and welcome back to AutoCAD in 20 hours. This video covers section 5.1. Visit www.autocadin20hours.com for your free trial and more information. Check your YouTube settings and try to get an HD setting if you can. 480 works okay. 720 works better. And 1080 sometimes works well and other times is strange. We made a copy of this cross-section when we were drawing chapter 2 in the book. Now let's take it, use the move tool and move it well out of the way of the rest of the drawing. Now use the copy tool and let's make a copy of this story pole that we made and bring it down here. Just anywhere and set it close. Let's erase the top line. Let's turn the ortho on. Click on the second line from the top. Click on the blue box, pull it out a ways, type 5 foot enter, and then escape to get out of that command. Now let's use the move tool. Use this as a base point. Turn the ortho off and click to this upper horizontal line there. Now we're going to use a different way of extending than what we've been using. We've been clicking on the extend button and then entering right away. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the alternative method. Click on the extend button and read the command line. It says select objects. We're going to select this line over here and then enter. And then we're going to select the lines we want to extend with. And that did not work. There, it worked the second time. That is very common with extend. It has a lot of little glitches in the system. So everything extended over to the line we selected, and now let's escape to get out of there. This line did not go through because the line we extended to doesn't go up high enough to pick it up. So click on the extend, enter right away, and we're just going to do this. See, once again, it didn't take. So when that happens, double click, enter. There it goes. So double clicking for trim and extend is often necessary. Then enter. Now we're going to use the trim command in the alternative method. So click on the trim, and then it says to select an object. So we're going to select this line, and that's all the objects we want. So we're going to enter, and then select the lines we want to trim, and it trims them to that line, and escape. This line did not get trimmed again because this line did not go up high enough. So click on the trim and enter right away this time, and then trim it back. So those are the, and let's get rid of this line here, erase. So those are the two different ways of using trim and extend. These lines that we just extended through came off of our construction layer. So we are now going to switch them over. Let's select them, come up to the layer control, click on the zero layer, and then escape. And now you can see they are on the zero layer. You can see up here in the layer control, it keeps switching to dimension. And AutoCAD switches the layers around. It's got some kind of something in the system that makes it do that, and it's very hard to figure out. So you always want to watch that. And let's set it back to the zero layer. You do have a button here, make objects layer current. So if it keeps switching around and you pick something that's on the layer that you want, and then read up here on the layer control 0, and then come over here and click on this make object layer current, and that should solidify that as the layer that you're on. OK. We're going to add a few more things to this cross-section drawing, and then that will be it for this section. Let's add the walls. Click on Offset, 3.5, enter. That's 3.5 inches. Here, here, and here. And so that creates the wall thickness. We are going to hit Offset again, 7.5, enter. We're going to create this ridge board in the roof. And then enter or escape to get out of that command. You can always right-click, and then in this flyout menu, it'll give you this option to repeat the last command. Or you can come down below that and you can see you get a whole bunch of recent commands that you can click on. So you don't have to click the buttons every time. Now we're in the offset command. So type 0.625, enter. Or you can type 5/8 because this is 5/8 of an inch. Click on this line and above it, and that creates our 5/8 inch plywood on top of the roof. I believe that's it for this section. Oh, wait a minute, now we've got one more thing. We're going to clean up the ends of these joists. These are the ceiling joists. Click on the extend, enter, then enter or escape to get out. Offset, 1.5, enter. Second line down, trim, enter right away. You see it didn't take. Double click trim if it doesn't take, enter. And then we're going to clean up all of these lines here. And that creates the end. Let me just make sure here. Got this one too. That creates the end of the joist. And then we can repeat that for the other side here too. Extend, enter, enter or escape. Offset, 1.5, enter. Trim, enter right away. And don't forget you can right click for enter if your mouse is set up that way, and the book explains how to do that. By default, most of the time, or right click when you're in a command like that. Say you hit the trim and you right click, that's the same as hitting the enter button. Yeah, but yours might not be set up that way. So you'll have to read that. You can go to the appendix in the book to find out how to do that. Very good. That's it for this section. Go to AutoCAD in 20hours.com for your free trial and lots more information about the course.